tried to do was to see the companies that Yasir Al-Rumayyan is either the chairman of, or he is a board member, or he has a high-ranking position in the company. What sports and what sports events, companies, clubs, and so on do they sponsor? And this is just, I mean, some of the companies that he represents, and on top you can see Aramco to the left. You can see some of the public investment funds investments. He is also a part of NIAM, which, of course, we know is owned by the Public Investment Fund. And I could go down a long road with what Yasir Al-Rumayyan is a part of. One of my earlier slides was just to show you that you can actually go and look into our data set if you want. It's free online on our web page, playthegame.org, and it's free for everyone to go in and look at. And here you can see the sponsorships divided into the different kind of companies, ministries, or sports organizations. And you can also see what kind of sports is it that Saudi Arabia is really engaged in. And as you can see, it's more than 80 sponsorships into football, motorsport, golf, esports is the new area for Saudi Arabia to invest in. Moving on from, here we have Yasir Al-Rumayyan with the former president of the United States. Another one is, of course, the Minister of Sport, which is not that surprising. Of course, the minister is also engaged in sports. That goes for all countries in the world. The Minister of Sport is, of course, engaged in the world of sport. But one of the conflicts of interest and problems related to Saudi Arabia, this could go for Belarus as well, China, Russia, and so on, is that he is also the president of the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee. And in the charter of the International Olympic Committee, it actually states that there can be no political interference in the sports governing bodies. And then we at Play the Game just very politely ask, how then can a minister of sport also sit as a president of the Saudi Arabian Olympic and Paralympic Committee? This will, in the end, of course, be a huge concern if the interest of the Olympic family, which when he acts as a president of the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee, he has to be in line with the IOC's interest. But of course, he is also a representative, and most likely that's what he will be in the end, a representative of the state of Saudi Arabia as the Minister of Sport. That also goes for Princess Rima, which, I mean, is one of the most important figures for Saudi Arabia, not only in terms of sport, but also in terms of showing female empowerment in the country. You know much more about how female rights are in the country than I do, so I will leave the judgment up to you about Princess Rima. What I will state is that Princess Rima is also a member of the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee. She is, in fact, also a member of the International Olympic Committee herself, and she is, very importantly, the ambassador in the United States for Saudi Arabia. So at one point, she can act as a member of the sporting life in Saudi Arabia, but of course, she can also act as an ambassador for Saudi Arabia in the United States. And these persons, Princess Rima, Yasir Al-Rumayyan, they give Saudi Arabia numerous ways to make deals on behalf of the country, and they can use the sporting life to go under the normal political radar. I mentioned Yasir Al-Rumayyan before. He can act as the chairman of Aramco. He can act as the chairman of the Gulf Federation. So he can be out in the world and, of course, make very important trade deals for Saudi Arabia, create new diplomatic relations, and of course engage in the international political society on behalf of the state of Saudi Arabia. And that's not very good for, well, it's not good for anything, but it's certainly not good for the world of sport.